What's poppin', YouTube? It's been a little minute. You tell by the title and the thumbnail what I'm gonna be talking about. Before I get into that, just wanna thank you for clicking in, tapping in, whatever you wanna say. Go ahead, drop a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Especially a comment, man. I always try to respond whenever I get one of those. But yeah, to get into the video, so I'm gonna be talking about the best starter bike, or why I started on the 600cc and not a 250 or a 300. So I'll ride a GSXR 600. It's a 08, and man, I love it. It's like, before this, I've never been on a motorcycle. I've been on a dirt bike once. That was with my good man Sheed. He was in a previous video. You can go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. But outside of him, he taught me how to learn, or he taught me how to use a clutch, but I never went out of first gear, so I never really like got the full power of the bike, anything like that. But outside of that, I never really went on a dirt bike, a four-wheeler. I never drove stick. People say if you could drive stick, you could ride a bike, but I never drove stick. But look at me right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here riding, you know, getting to where I need to be. So it's possible. That's why I wanted to make this video, to show like it's possible. I literally taught myself how to ride all off of YouTube. And if you was like me, you'd watch every YouTube video possible, like how to ride a motorcycle, how to lean in the turns, how to switch gears, when to switch gears, how to rev match, when to rev match. Like every little detail you can think of, I was watching it, you know what I'm saying? So I figured, let me just throw my 2 cents out there. But yeah, so when I first started, I was considering either a 250 or a 300, you know, because everything that I was reading, people were saying that, people were saying that 250s and 300s is the best sport bike to try and learn on, because people kept saying it was real forgiving. So I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna go ahead and start on like a 250, 300, I'll be alright. So I'm reading. People saying, yeah, it's a great starter bike, great this, great that, but after 3-4 months, you're gonna want more. Like, you're gonna want more power. So I'm like, damn, all right, well, I'm not in a position to buy a bike, then turn around and, you know what I'm saying, buy a bike, sell it, then turn around and buy another one. Like, I wasn't about to do that. So I figured whatever I get, I'm gonna hold it for a minute. And that's what made me decide to get the 600. So from that point, it was like, all right, which 600 am I gonna get? Am I gonna get a R6? Am I gonna get a Honda CBR? Or am I gonna get what I have now? And then honestly, in the beginning, all I wanted was a R6, man. It was R6 or nothing. This guy at my school, at my college, he had one, so I was seeing it all the time. I was doing my research. Everybody saying it's fast. I love the look and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is the one. But then the more research that I did, the more I kept seeing people say, yeah, not the best bike you want to start to try to learn on, because it's real aggressive, and the riding position is not very comfortable after a while, and you know, just a whole bunch of little stuff. So I'm like, damn, all right, well, let me just keep doing my research. So I kept looking, and then I seen Hondas, and I'm like, oh, all right, bet. Hondas look good too, you know, no good or bad reviews about it one way or the other, just, you know, a real solid bike. But the going price for that was like $5,000-6,000 or more. You know, I think the lowest I seen was probably like 4,000, even maybe 35, 400, 4,000. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it was way more than what I wanted to pay. So yeah, I scratched that off the list. So then I kept looking, and I saw Suzuki's, and I fell in love, man. And there's so many people out here with Suzuki's, and I feel like that's for a reason. You know, it's a good bike. You can get a lot of miles out of it. It's easy to fix, and like, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna cost you too much to get it. So I'm like, all right, I kept looking. I seen the colorways and everything. And that's another thing. I never seen another person with the same colorway GSXR. Like, I've seen endless other Gixxers, but never seen the same colorway. So that was another thing. And another thing that sold me on the GSXR was, one, the gear indicator. That was huge for me, because it's like, all right, if I'm learning how to ride a bike, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna remember what gear I'm in all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I could be going through traffic and I think I'm in third gear, and the whole team I'm in second, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just nice to look down and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm in third gear. You know what I'm saying? With so much other things going on in traffic, you might forget, or you might not be paying attention to what gear you're in. So it's always nice to have just to look down and it be right there. So then another thing that really sold me was the different modes. And all this comes standard, by the way. Like, I have an 08 and everything is standard. Like, I didn't have to go buy mods and add had the gear indicator, or, you know, anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It came with the bike, and that was huge. So it comes with different modes: A mode, B mode, and C mode. A mode, obviously, you get the most power and everything. B mode is more so for rain. That's what I was reading of it, said it's more for rain, so you don't get too much tailspin or something like that. But and then there was C mode. C mode is less than all of that. And I was literally watching a YouTube video, and the guy said, if you're gonna learn how to ride on the 600, do it on this, and do it on the and do it in C mode. And that's exactly what I did. So I took it out every day and just tried to learn. And I respected the bike. That was another thing that a lot of people kept saying: make sure you respect the bike. Because if you're out here and you're trying to learn, you want to jump on the 600 just so you can, 600, 750 just so you can go, you know, as fast as you can go every chance you get, you know, and splitting lanes and shooting gaps and all that other little stuff. Like, if that's what you want to do, just get a 250, man. Just take your time, because it's not worth it. Like, these bikes are fast, they're powerful, and you're in control. That's the more I learned. Like, the more you read, the more you ride, the more videos you'll see that you're the one that's in control. So if you feel like I said, you're gonna be the one that's trying to shoot every gap and split every lane, just be like real reckless, and nah, don't even do it. Just take your time, get on that 250, 300. It keeps you humble, and then you'll learn what you need to learn, and go ahead and make that move to 600, 750. You be sweet. So those are just the biggest things. And I know there's a million YouTube videos out there just like this, but like I said, I just want to add my 2 cents and tell you, you know, it's possible. Like, I literally taught myself how to ride all off of YouTube. I watched a YouTube video, I get on the bike, and I practice it. I took it out in front of my crib every day for an hour. Took it around the parking lot, worked on switching gears, worked on rev matching, just anything I could. Then eventually I went further and further and further, and now, you know, I'm out here now, and I love it, man. Like, once you get on the bike and you really get used to it and you get comfortable and you get that confidence, you're never gonna want to drive a car. Like, if it's above 55, I live in Maryland, so if it's above 55 degrees, I'm gonna be out here on the bike, no questions. So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to give y'all my 2 cents. Hopefully I helped anybody out there that was trying to make the same decision that I was going through, and hopefully it made your decision a little bit more clear or a little bit more simple for you. And like I said, I hope the video helped. And go ahead, drop a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned for more bangers, man. Appreciate y'all. Be easy.